Welcome to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you. The end of summer is rolling on its way out. We're headed towards fall. All kinds of interesting opportunities in education and health and welfare coming our way. As always in the Verde Valley, there's always something going on, never a shortage. We're going to continue with that today. Today, we're going to talk about the Verde Valley Ideas Festival. This is really interesting. This is the inaugural event. It's a one-day festival dedicated to everyone who is willing to wonder. That's the theme, the wonder theme. It's at its root is a belief that when broad spectrum of thinkers and doers share ideas, we will have the power to transform the world. Absolutely right on. We need more of this in the Verde Valley. I love it. Event founder Lauren Kelly will be in the studio. She's amazing. She's going to tell us all about the most amazing event you've ever heard of. You're going to want to stick around and hear all about that. Get a pen and pencil. All the information you need, we will share with you shortly. After that, from the Verde Valley Sanctuary, Development Director Tracy McConnell will be in the studio. The Verde Valley Sanctuary offers a safe haven for victims of family violence and sexual assault. They provide free shelter, community outreach, legal advocacy, as well as education and prevention, regardless of gender or gender identity, anything like that. Now they have new things happening. The most amazing things have happened just recently for the Verde Valley Sanctuary, of course, as well as the ongoing programs, way you can get involved, events, things are happening. You got to hear all about that. Then we'll go on location, courtesy of our sponsors at Cat and Verde Links, to the Sedona Public Library. We're going to talk with Development Director Anne-Marie Mackler about the surprising new ways that the Sedona Library is keeping current and providing even more services to community members. You won't believe some of the little things they've put in there. Just incredible. They're thinking about their customers, their clients. It's the best. You wouldn't think all this stuff from a library. Wait till you see what they've done. And then we'll have music at the end of our show from La Tobo. This is awesome. Rock and roll like you've never seen it before. It's bluesy, it's fun, it's funky. They're really cool. Lots of great local musicians in the area. A bunch of them got together, formed this new band. Really awesome. Wait till you hear them. So we've got to get started. Too much to talk about. Okay, I'm going to be quiet now. The Verde Valley Ideas Festival event founder, Lauren Kelly. Thank you for being here.
Great to be here, Jen. Thank you.
This is way, way cool. So you are with the Verde Valley School.
I am, yes. I am the Director of Experiential Education. So I oversee all of our amazing programs that have been with us since the school's founding that bring kids out of the classroom into the community, learning by doing.
What a great job you must have.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. So tell us about this event. This is the first time you're doing this, but this is a big event. This is not a small little thing you're trying the waters with. This is a big deal.
This is a big deal. Yeah. Ideas festivals are really happening all over the nation. And I think what they're about is bringing parts of community together that otherwise don't engage and talk to each other, to be on the same page, to get excited about an idea, and to then look forward. And so we're jumping on that bandwagon. We actually are coming out of the inspiration and partnership with Chicago Ideas, and so they're helping us launch. We're using a lot of their ideas and concepts and models. Wow. But it's a one-day festival whereby folks from all over the northern Arizona area are invited to come to our campus and enjoy what our students do every day, which is hands-on, experiential, inspiring learning. Yeah. So in the morning are workshops. We're calling them labs. They're intimate, small group opportunities to work with these incredible speakers one-on-one and in really small groups. Topics range from yoga on the Red Rocks to design thinking to improv acting workshops, all sorts of things in between. In the afternoon, we all funnel down to the stage, and we have 10 speakers coming from all over the world to give 10-minute amazing talks. Wow. And then as well as a bunch of artistic performers, aerial silks artists, slam poets, music. It's going to be an incredible 3-hour show.
Fun. That's fun. And then it culminates with a farm-to-table dinner.
It does.
It's just it's a perfectly well-rounded event.
Yeah, and all of the speakers will be attending the dinner. So if you want to support a lot of our programs to fight local hunger, which is where the benefits go, and then hang out with these amazing, accomplished, world-renowned folks who've been on stage, walk through the farm, have a drink, taste some bites.
Nice. Yeah, the farm is amazing. It's wonderful. We've gone there and we've interviewed Michael there, and it's just great. Everything that is growing and happening over there at the farm, over there at the Verde Valley School. But let's not gloss over the fact that the proceeds from the dinner support the fight against childhood hunger just here in Yavapai County.
Yeah, it's staggering that in our wealthy Sedona, 1 in 3 kids are food insecure, which means that they rely on free and reduced lunch, which means they may go home to a weekend without food. So one of our programs, our students every week pack backpacks of donated food and food that our community gathers, some of which comes from our farm. And then brings them to kids so they can take it home over the weekend. So the proceeds from the dinner help support that program.
That's wonderful. It's wonderful that your students are so involved in that. That really teaches a lot of different core values. Taking care of our community, fighting a major issue around the world. It's a global issue, hunger. And so it's just one of the wonderful pieces of education the kids get over there at the Verde Valley School. I love that you call them labs.
Yeah, that's a Chicago idea-ism.
That's very
their
cool.
term. The idea is that in a lot of ideas festivals or events, they're far too passive, right? You're sitting in the audience, amazing doers on stage, you're just listening, right? What we want to do is bring big ideas in action and let people roll up their sleeves and actually engage, just like our students do every day. So in the labs, you pick a topic and for 3 hours you dive in and really engage with this leader, this speaker, this teacher. And then the afternoon, you get to sit back and watch them on stage inspire you all.
Right, or when you're tired from working in the lab. That is true. I like what you said. Normally you sit and you stare up at someone who's talking at you or to you, and you sit there and but when it's hands-on, you're in there, you're getting it done. Now, one of the interesting things that you're doing in one of your labs has to do with horses. Horses are very popular in this area. Always a big draw. Now, please explain that one.
We have 2 labs actually with horses. The first is nonverbal communication, learning the art of that through powerful connection with horses. Frank Bennett, a friend of our school who has owned ranches and worked with horses for decades, coming from down valley, and he has created a very intimate lab, just 15 folks, and it's selling out, so get in there if you're interested. But it will be a one-on-one interaction to learn how your body language, the way you position yourself, is highly communicative, and how you're using your power or throwing it away, and how silent work with horses, not even riding them, but just moving with them in space, can help you learn a lot about who you are as a leader, as a person, as a human being.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Sounds
Animals
incredible.
are some of our best teachers for what kind of human you are. Look at your animals, look at the animals around you.
Right. And it's $30. That's the thing. I think the big thing to stress about this festival is that we want it to be inclusive, that we want people from all over the valley to be able to benefit from this kind of experience and have it not be prohibitive.
Yeah, certainly. $30 for a 3-hour event.
3-hour
Unheard
lab,
of. $10 an hour for this highly evolved education and information and hands-on experience that's being given to the community. That's great. I really appreciate that you've made it accessible for all people to be able to do that. What other labs do you have going on?
Design thinking is a really popular one, as I'm finding, as tickets are selling. So design thinking is a model for moving an organization or an idea forward. Lots of companies around the world are using it to what they call be disruptive in their thinking, to break through the models that their organization or their own creative process has been sort of prohibited and limited by, and instead failing forward, coming up with an idea, prototyping and exploring it, and then launching it, and then learning from that launching so that they can improve, right? Instead of being afraid of what might occur. So we have an amazing teacher on our staff who went to school for this, who's been part of launching whole schools built around design thinking. And this will be a lab designed for educators as well as business owners, other folks who have an idea they want to launch in their own community and don't quite know how and when and are too afraid to do it. It should be pretty neat.
Wow, that is really neat. That is really neat. And I like the theatrical pieces that you've added to this, the entertainment part, the honing of other people's skills to show and entertain people. So it's not just all learning all the time.
No, the show in the afternoon will be super fun. I mean, we have the musical director from London's Globe Theatre, Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, coming. We have Brett Stevens from the New York Times. We have Dave Mokel, a mindfulness educator. It is going to be an inspiring, we're going to laugh. There's incredible slam poetry coming from Logan Phillips down in Tucson. So no, we will work hard in the morning, and then we will all join and hear about everybody's amazing labs and sit back and be wowed.
Wow, that is great. Now, to be part of that, what's the fee for those?
The stage is just $25. Everything is ticketed a la carte. Some folks are making a day out of it and coming for all three, and some folks are just coming for a piece. But yes, the stage is just $25 ticket. They're all on the website.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
It's a 3-hour show from 2 to 5 p.m. Saturday, the 21st.
Fabulous. Go to verdivalleyideas.org. verdivalleyideas.org, right there on the screen. Go there. They can buy tickets there.
They can
get all
look at the
kinds of
lineup
things.
of speakers. They can check out all the labs. And then all tickets are purchased there as well.
Which is great. So it's easy peasy. It's taken care of and done. verdivalleyideas.org. Go there. And of course, it's going to fill up. I mean, it's filling up.
It is.
As we speak, as we're sitting here.
Yeah.
It's happening around us. Don't wait. Go to verdivalleyideas.org. Check it out. Of course, if you go there, there's lots of information. If you want to check out Verde Valley School, you can look that up too. That's another great, amazing place. Wow, that does so much for the community as well. This is another great way for everyone at your school to give back to the community around them.
That's right.
And I love the global thinking that just permeates outward from the school. It changes
the
us.
theme of this event, which very much resonates with a theme that we've been working with at Verde Valley right now, is Ever Wonder. The idea of how can we explore what else is possible for ourselves, for our world. How can we bring people to our campus that are pushing and looking to the horizon for what else we might become.
Well, certainly, ever wonder, ever expand.
Yeah,
you know, I've
exactly.
always liked that about your school. Ever expansive, you know, different ways of thinking and seeing things and creating different human beings. Over the years, the show's been running 8 years now. We've had students, past students, on the show. Little bright lights sitting in their chairs, very different. So what you're doing over there is very different. And the fact that the community gets, it's a private school. I mean, you know, the fact the community gets to come in every so often and take a glimpse at what you're doing. And this is one of them, the Verde Valley Ideas Festival. It's happening on Saturday, September 21st. If you want to get your tickets, you want to go to verdivalleyideas.org. Now, how long have you been there, Lauren?
I came to Verde Valley 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah, my husband and I both work at the school.
Nice.
We are raising our children there, and as you said, it's a unique and special little village of people from all walks of life, from the four corners of the earth, whereby I think our most unique quality is the kindness of the community. I mean, people come there and teenagers engage with each other in a different way. There's just this kindness, acceptance, willingness to be who you are that frees them up to be better people. It's pretty special.
Absolutely. What brought you into the world of teaching? I know that you've traveled all over the world. You've taught all over the world.
I have, yeah. I had some, I mean, that's the cliche answer, but it's true. I had some amazing teachers myself. And the way they invited me to just open up as a person and let go and explore who I wanted to be was something I wanted to pay forward. Started in the mountains of Idaho on an Outward Bound course, and then went into the classroom, and really I just love hanging out with those bright lights you described. They are my favorite people to be around, and my best part of my day is when I'm in the classroom with them.
Well, that's wonderful. How long did it take to think up this festival? It's very involved.
It is a lot of work. Yeah. It's been a year of work to get to this point. This time last fall, I was invited to Chicago Ideas by its founder, who's used to teach his daughter, and we're friends. And I saw that and I said, we have to bring this to Sedona. This community, this whole valley is ready for an event like this. And it's so in line with our school's values. So it's been a year of planning, a year of inviting amazing speakers and lining up the dates. And we're excited that this will become an annual event. We already have speakers lined up for 2020.
Wow.
So, and next year we're hoping it will be a weekend, not just a day, and we'll go from there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great work. Great
you.
work. That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
I know going into events, just how much is involved, and you're still smiling, and here it is, you know, a few weeks out, and she's smiling like, yeah, this is great. Saturday, September 21st. Don't miss it. The Verde Valley Ideas Festival happening at the Verde Valley School, which is in the Village of Oak Creek on Verde Valley School Road. Go to verdivalleyideas.org. verdivalleyideas.org. You can get tickets there. It offers 3 experiences, morning workshops called Labs, a stage-based program of talks and performances, and a farm-to-table dinner. Don't miss it. Thank you so much for being here, Lauren. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
Regrow, repair, replace. Regenerative medicine is the process of creating living, functional tissues to repair or replace tissue or organ function lost due to age, disease, damage, or congenital defects. Dr. Forrest Lanchbury and the team at Sedona Regenerative Medicine specialize in finding relief for patients suffering from chronic pain. Contact Sedona Regenerative Medicine to learn about anti-aging medicines that will help your body heal itself. 928-282-2520 or SedonaRegen.com.
Solid Rock Fitness is a one-on-one fitness studio specializing in fitness over 50. I train older adults of all fitness levels, from athletes and avid sports participants to folks with chronic pain to those recovering from surgeries. You and I will focus on strength training to improve overall muscle tone, core conditioning, balance, agility, flexibility, and nutrition. Mastery of these components of fitness will help you live your life to the fullest with confidence and competence.
Start your journey toward better health with Ageless Touches Massage Therapy. Licensed massage therapist Richard Stevens uses the latest and best equipment to relieve scar tissue, electronic smog, and tinnitus. Ageless Touches does everything they can to work your issues down to the bone. Improve your path to better health with Ageless Touches Massage.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here with the Verde Valley Sanctuary's Community Development Director, Tracy McConnell. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Wow. Great smile.
Thank
I love the
you.
smile on your face. It's wonderful. You know, when you're passionate about what you do and things are happening, you can't help but just beam. And you're
Yes,
beaming today.
thank you.
You're beaming with all the things that are happening at the Verde Valley Sanctuary. It's ever growing, ever expanding. It's just amazing.
Thank you.
You guys are rocking and rolling over there.
We are rocking it. Yeah.
Congratulations. You recently got Certified Sustainable Business. That's just like a week old. That's
Right.
amazing.
Yes.
Wow. How did you do that? That's a lot of work to be a certified sustainable business.
Well, you know, I'll have to share our vision with you at some point, but part of our vision is to become more of a steward around sustainability. I mean, there's a lot of benefits naturally from that is cost savings. We run a shelter, a care and shelter 365 days a year, 24/7. So we are building in cost efficient appliances, energy saving appliances, thanks to our donors. That's all possible because of our donors. And we are building in solar. We're, you know, looking at our cleaning supplies but one of the beautiful inquiries that I had with the staff to find out where are we, how are we doing, and it's a pretty lengthy inquiry about the certification, I find out the most delightful information. They've been doing this quietly on their own for all the right reasons. And so they asked me, you mean we're going to get recognized for this? And I said, yes, absolutely. And by the time we got certified, everybody was asking me, well, what else can we do? Well, I did not expect all of that. It is a beautiful surprise, and it really champions who we want to be in the world. And we are working with global issues at a local level. You know what Verde Valley Sanctuary is about in decreasing the harm of domestic violence, and sexual assault, and human trafficking, and preventing abuse. At the same time, we know there's other ways we need to stand up and model how can we preserve our environment, which is the beautiful calling card we all have. And how do we show up there too? And how does that benefit our own clients? More money goes to the clients, and clearing that pathway for them for the first time in their lives. So that's what we want, and that's how it happened. And it was actually easier than I had ever estimated.
Wow. That's fantastic. That speaks volumes about your volunteers and about your
give
staff.
us a little.
To be that on their own is amazing. And what
It
you do
is.
for the community is absolutely amazing. You provide free shelter, community outreach, legal advocacy, education, prevention. It's amazing for victims of family violence. And, you know, the numbers are staggering. The statistics are staggering.
Yeah.
But there's more help now. There's more resources available thanks to the Verde Valley Sanctuary. You have your outreach center that's been going strong now.
Really strong.
Yeah, which is just fantastic.
Doing marvelous things.
You have your thrift stores, the
Yes.
Twice Nice in Sedona and the one in Cottonwood,
And they bring in 20% of our annual income as well.
which is fantastic. So if you want to clean out your closet, donate. You know, I didn't plan this. I got this dress at Twice Nice.
You
in Cottonwood.
did?
I did. I shop there all the time.
Awesome.
I get the best stuff. A lot
I
of
do
my
too.
dresses
It's
that I
right next
wear.
to my office. It's kind of dangerous.
I know. I'd be in super trouble. But really, I find the nicest things there. And the volunteers, if you want to be a volunteer, it's a wonderful place to volunteer. Volunteers are always nice. You have great sales,
That's right.
you know.
We
And-
have one right now.
Oh my God.
We have a 50% off sale at our
my
Cottonwood Twice Nice
Oh my
Thrift
gosh.
Teak. So this weekend you can afford to treat yourself.
That's amazing.
You know?
And you do sales all the time. So if you miss that one, there's going to be another one.
Yep.
And I love that our community members in need of help, our domestic violence victims, can go and get items that they need.
Yes,
need
they
new
can go
clothes.
shopping just like you and I would.
Yes, the furniture. I know that all the furniture in your offices came from the thrift
That's
store.
right. Exactly.
And I also know, here's an interesting tidbit that I found out, that anything that you can't use in your thrift centers or in your offices gets donated again.
It does.
To the Boys
We
and Girls.
actually have a 95% second purpose
Wow.
for all of our donations, and they're at a financial value. And you know, that's part of the reason why we were certified, is that we're repurposing all of these items that we receive so generously from the community. And I didn't know that until I started asking questions. And we even have an infographic.
Wow.
Thanks to Yavapai Big Brothers Big Sisters, because they're part of our collaboration around repurposing things that we can't sell, we wouldn't give to a client. But there are other purposes or repurposing of them that actually gain both our organizations the ability to raise some additional funds.
It's fantastic.
It
I love
is.
how it's a very symbiotic relationship,
Yep.
and how well that it works in and out of the services that you provide for your clients. Another one of the reasons why you became a sustainable business is a lot of carpooling happens.
Yes.
You use a van helping
We do.
clients and their families and their children to events and to things, but you could always use more. I'm hearing you're in need of another van.
We are. We are. We need a van that's in good condition. We do have mechanics that can actually do some overhaul and services, and they help with our clients when they have vehicles that need, you know, their air conditioning blew out or whatever, and they need. But the van is really important for us because the children don't, when you're in survival mode and you're staying in a new place, you don't know who you're staying with at first, and it can be pretty scary. So our advocates are always trying to find ways to help them feel comfortable in their skin, help them to expand their horizons. Though they go have an ice cream social, they do art in the backyard when it's, you know, when it's cool. They actually take them on a trip to out of Africa. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't have that type of opportunity.
Right.
And so, yeah, we do carpool because half of our residents rather, are children now. Of all ages.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
that it
something.
is important. And we do have volunteers and a vehicle of our own that's insured for client services volunteers. So they're not using their own vehicle, they're protected, they're looked after, and they're safe on the road as they're helping the clients
Nice.
personally get what they need
Nice.
and navigate the world.
That's amazing. You've built it up so it's just the most amazing business model, as well as the help and support that you provide the community. Another thing is bicycles. If you have a bicycle to
Yes.
donate, you get your clients bicycles so they can be more mobile. If you have, of course, anything you'd like to donate, you know, there's the two thrift stores. There's one in Cottonwood, the one in Sedona. You can also call the office directly at 928-282-2755. If you say, I got a van. If you got a van,
Yes.
call. If you
Thank
got
you.
bicycles, call. If you want to donate stuff, drop it off at the thrift store.
Right.
There's also the 24-hour helpline. Since we're talking about numbers,
Yes.
there's a 24-hour helpline for anyone. It could be a family member. It could be your neighbor. You could be a neighbor of someone, perhaps needs some help. There's
That's
a
right.
24-hour helpline, 1-800-930-7233, or you want to call local, you can call the local office directly, 928-634-2511. If you're yourself, someone you know, your neighbor, your sister, your cousin,
Thank you.
call.
too. And they're there 24/7. We have backups so that the phones are always online. It's that critical, and over the last 2 years we've had 6 to 9-fold more phone calls coming in to that hotline.
Wow, 6 to 9 times more. Wow.
And our capacity we've been over capacity for more than a year now, and that's not going to stabilize. It's changing. I think with the Me Too movement, court cases and accountability, I think some are getting the idea that there is someone out, there's a safety net out there. People will believe me. We do start with believing.
Yes.
And there's a way out, and you have to be brave. And these women and children, and we serve the LGBTQ community, and we serve men who are abused. So it takes bravery. And knowing that there's someone out there, there's a whole net out there waiting for you to show up so we can help you.
Absolutely. And your wonderful support group, A Time to Talk.
Yes.
How is that going?
That's going very well. We actually have them in Sedona, Cottonwood, and Camp Verde once a week.
Wow, once a week now.
Once a week. So we know how important that is. I visited with a young lady in our thrift store. She happened to be in Sedona, and she was asking, is there a support group here? And she had received services from us and she was doing better, but she really needed to go back and find some more coping skills with the trauma.
Sure.
And so it's there no matter what the trauma might be. I mean, it comes in many different packages, and a lot of us have gone through that. So, and then it's not just talking, it's really creating coping skills that are feasible when you're at work, when you're taking care of your children.
Certainly.
You know, those things can happen in a split second, and to know that you can calm yourself, you can reach out, that you know there's other people that are in your experience realm. And so oftentimes this kind of thing makes you feel like you're the only one.
Of course.
And you're not.
Yeah, of course. That is true. Now, in the same area, though a slightly more uplifting, Sanctuary Sundays.
Yeah.
This is something I hadn't heard of. This is new. What is this?
Well,
Sanctuary
that's the
Sunday.
Muse Art Gallery. And that's Annabelle and I just went blank. I'll remember in a second. They're darling. They're wonderful. They're wonderful, powerful women who are empowering other
Absolutely.
women in the arts and beyond, I have to say. I mean, it's all kinds of arts and it's all kinds of healing modalities and things like that. And it's very practical. It's very creative at the same time, and it invites wonderful women to come out and spend a lovely afternoon together in a beautiful place with great women. And a part of the proceeds goes to our organization, and they are all about community. So they're an organization that's relatively new, a new business that really is about having deep roots in the community, meaningful ones.
Right.
And we're part of that.
Right.
Once a month we do that. They do that for us, and they also help other nonprofit organizations in the same way.
Oh.
So very different model.
That is true. That is true. So it's another way to get support. It's a bit of a spa day at the art gallery.
It is actually. I had delicious dark chocolates, and I had reflexology for the first time. It was fantastic. I had no idea what that would be like, and now I do. It's great. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. And it's all very affordable. It's, you know, these people are being friends to the Muse Art Gallery and to the nonprofit organizations they're benefiting. So it's a win-win-win kind of experience, and no pressure, just fun.
Nice. So the money goes to
And
the
conversation.
sanctuary. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which Saturday of the month is that?
That is actually the third Sunday of every
Oh, the
month.
third Sunday.
Yep.
Excuse me. Okay, it's called Sanctuary Sundays. You can check that out. You can find that on the website if you go to verdevalleysanctuary.org. Everything that we've talked about is available on the website. If you want more information on the thrift stores, Sedona or Cottonwood, if you want more information on donating, on volunteering, on seeking help for a relative for yourself, for a neighbor, for a friend. Any information that you need is going to be found on verdiValleySanctuary.org. Of course, all the numbers that we've mentioned, the 24-hour hotline, which is 1-800-930-7233. The local office, 928-634-2511. Of course, if you've got some big things you want to donate, you want to get involved, you've got a check in your hand and you want to talk directly to Tracy, you're going to give her a call, 928-282-2755. Tracy, you're an amazing person. I'm so glad to see you at the helm here at Verde Valley Sanctuary. It's wonderful to see it. I mean, we've been following you guys for years now, years and years on the show. And every time, it's not just what's new, there's a few things. Great leaps and bounds in the organization. Great leaps in outreach and the number of lives, enriched and helped, and, the skills that they need, or the products that they need, or the knowledge that they need to move forward with life.
Right.
And just that understanding heart that you brought into the community is huge.
Critical.
Absolutely, and we're so blessed to have you in the Verde Valley. So thank you so much.
On behalf of all of us at the sanctuary, thank you very much for honoring us that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you'll be back. You gotta keep
and
checking
I'd love to share our new vision with you at some point.
Oh my God! See, we got to have another show just for that.
Okay.
So we've been talking with Community Development Director Tracy McConnell from the Verde Valley Sanctuary. VerdeValleySanctuary.org. Go there. We'll be right back with more of the experience, so don't go away.
Show your customers how much they matter to you. Follow up with a real card in just 60 seconds with Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards makes it easy for busy professionals to leave a memorable impression. Stay in touch with a simple one-step process from your phone or computer to their mailbox. Call Judy today at 928-202-2557. That's 928-202-2557.
Award-winning Soundbites Grill is an entertainment restaurant located in Uptown Sedona at the Hyatt Pinion Point Resort. Open for lunch and dinner, featuring fresh fish, all-natural hand-cut beef, even a full vegan menu. Family-friendly, open 11:30 to 9, late dining on Friday and Saturday. Soundbites Grill has some of the best views of the Sedona Red Rocks. Offers world-class entertainment, food, fun, and music.
Welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. I'm now sitting here in the Sedona Public Library with Anne Marie Mackler. She's the Development Director here at the library. Nice to see you. Hi.
Good to see you.
We're sitting here at something very new and exciting.
It is. This is part of our Powering Community Connections project, in alignment with our mission, bringing people into the library, making sure that we are a top-notch resource for information and for connections. So this is one of two tables. We have a high top over there, and this one here that's wheelchair accessible. All the cords you need to plug in your devices, and a little port here. These are mobile, so depending on what types of events or programs we have, we can move them around. We also have two powered towers. We've named them R2 and D2. They look like little robots.
They do.
And they can be moved around anywhere in the library. So they could go to youth services area, the teen area, back by the fireplace, wherever someone needed to plug in. Yeah,
That's
so we
a
are
very cool
excited.
thing.
This, I have to say, was is funded by both the Arizona Community Foundation and a local family foundation, and they made it possible for us to bring these to the public.
Wow, that's a really wonderful convenience for people here at the library to be able to plug in, because at the end of the day, when your phone is dead or your device and you need to look something up, for a homework assignment or to keep in touch with your family.
Exactly, and for visitors and tourists who need this kind of stuff. So, and we've got great free Wi-Fi. So, yeah. It's a win-win.
Lots of resources available at the library. I mean, you think library, you think books and, films and music, but this is a community center, really.
It is a community center, and while book checkouts might be lowering a little bit, community events are on the up across the nation for libraries. They are community centers, more programming, bringing more people in. Libraries are not going away.
That is true.
No.
If you go to sedonalibrary.org and you look at the calendar of events, on there's so much going on. I mean, just take the month of September.
Well, in the month of September, we are launching something also grant funded that we're very excited about, the Our Earth, Our Habitat, Our Home series, which is an opportunity for us to gather the community to celebrate the landscape, preserving this beautiful land that we live in. We have a series of authors, artists, activities that will begin in September and go through May, but our launching event in September is on September 10th with Mike Coopson, who is a fine art photographer. His work is phenomenal. He takes you all over the world and all over the Southwest with his photographs and his stories, and so he will be here to launch a really exciting program. Another important author that will be here as part of that program is an Oprah Winfrey author, Pam Houston. Her new book, let me get the name right, Ragged Creek, I think. She will be reading from that. She's known for her book, several of her books, one about dogs, cowboys, you name it. She'll entertain you, keep you laughing and thinking, and she'll be here in December.
Very good.
But I'm getting ahead of ourselves.
And you have a wonderful presentation coming up that's going to span the length of the month, Our Earth, Our Habitat.
That's Our Earth, Our Habitat, Our Home. So that's the one that Mike Coopson launches, and that actually begins in September but goes through May.
It goes through May,
Yes.
so right. So that's a very long installation of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
we're excited.
And you've always been doing free movies on Mondays, but you're adding something else.
We have added both, so in addition to Flicker Shack, we have added on the third Tuesday of the month documentary films, also free, nice lineup of movies, great opportunity for discussion, and that's of course all listed on our website. And even more exciting is our subscription with Canopy. Canopy is online streaming movies that with your library card you have access to, and it is, I'd like to say, better than Netflix, because in addition to having a lot of the movies that Netflix has, it also has a lot of independent films, international films, classic films, PBS series, educational series. So log on to canopy.org, see what they've got. If you've got a library card, all you have to do is plug in your number and you've got online streaming.
Wow, that's amazing, for free.
For free. Yes, we're a public library. Everything we do is for free.
So if you're a movie buff, the library's where it's at these days.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, neat.
Yes.
And I love that every week there's something going on. There's story time for children, there's chess club, there's conversational Spanish, conversational French. There's so much happening here. You're also doing something away from here. At Sunset Park, you're doing Story Walk.
Yes, we have taken the library outside of the library, literally brought it into the community in a partnership and some grant funding with the city of Sedona. At Sunset Park, we have installed, with their assistance, 18 permanent metal frames along a half-mile path, and probably 4 times a year we will be installing new children's storybooks. So pages of the storybooks are on the frames, so you can walk along. And our wonderful children's librarians put these pages together with activities. So this is a national program not only about literacy, but about fitness and family activity. So you might be reading a page about the bunny hopping, and we'll say, parents, ask your children to hop, or kids, hop like the bunny. So it's very engaging. It isn't just having a story, but it's becoming a part of a story. The feedback on this, we've had it now for a year, has just been fabulous. The current story is smug slug, hard to say, sorry about that. And then in September, we will have After the Fall, which tells the story finally about what happened to Humpty Dumpty after the fall.
Well, gee, I want to know.
We all do.
Go to Sunset Park.
Yes, so
and check this
Sunset Park. And we love our partnerships with the city, with just probably 50 to 60 different partners across the area, the region, that help us do the amazing things that we do.
Definitely do amazing things here. There's so much more going on at the library. SedonaLibrary.org, that is your resource for all things happening at the library. If you go to the calendar page, it's going to tell you everything that goes on every day. You won't believe it. Always something to do here. Anne-Marie, thank you so much for talking
Thank you, Jen.
Anne-Marie Mackler, the Development Director here at the Sedona Public Library. We'll be right back, so don't go away.
This is Bruce Morrow, Transportation Manager for Cottonwood Area Transit. Remember, we cover the entire Verde Valley and Sedona. Cottonwood Area Transit has you covered wherever you want to ride in the Verde Valley, all day, every day. Take Cottonwood Area Transit through Clarkdale, Verde Village, and from 26 locations in Cottonwood. With Verde Links, it's a quick and easy trip to Sedona every day. Don't forget our connectors to Camp Verde. Visit cottonwoodaz.gov for Cottonwood Area Transit and take a seat. Let's go ride.
I'm riding in your car. You turn on the radio. You're pulling me close, and I just say no. I say I don't like it, but you know I'm a liar. 'Cause when we kiss, ooh, fire. Late at night, when you're taking me home, you say you wanna stay. I say I wanna be alone. I say I don't love you, but you know I'm a liar. 'Cause when we kiss, ooh, fire. You had a hold on me right from the start, a grip so tight I couldn't tear it apart. My nerves are jumping, acting like a fool. Well, your kisses, they burn, but my heart stays cool. Well, Romeo and Juliet, Samson and Delilah, baby, you can bet a love that couldn't deny. My words say split, but my words say lie. 'Cause when we kiss, ooh, fire. Kisses like fire, burning me up with fire. I like what you're doing now, fire. Touching me, burning me with fire. Take me home, fire.
Oh, all right. Latovo, everyone. That's great. I love it. The harmonies, you guys just, and you're playing like it's nothing. Like it's so easy, and they're just playing, and they're just rocking it out. Like, oh yeah, we're just standing around, and this just naturally flows out of us. What a great collective of musicians you have here. Please introduce yourselves to everyone.
My name is Tom Ahlstrom.
There you go.
LaDonna Smith.
I'm Kathy Truesdell.
There we go. Bonita, squeeze up there.
I'm Jeff Koppelman.
And I'm Bonita Fee.
Fantastic. A great group of friends. Yes, I know. I love this in her little heels. You're just, I'm sorry to stand next to you, but I'm going to stand next to you.
Well, that happens with everybody she stands next to, so that's okay. That's okay.
I bet. See, look, you're laughing, you're having fun with each other. What more could you ask for in a great group of musicians who all get together and play fun covers of rock and roll? I love that. Rock and roll is great. It's fun music. And now give us some background.
Well, we actually met through the Jerome Ukulele Orchestra. We're all active members, and we've also have played in different incarnations together, you know, and without each other in bands and things. And we just kind of wanted to start playing some different songs that we don't play in the other groups, and we just kind of hit it off. And we began officially together a year now,
Right.
and then our first official performance will be the event coming up in November, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So that'll be our first anniversary of performing out. So,
Wow, that's great. Well, congratulations on your year together. It's obviously working for you. I see you all over the place, little blips about you on the internet and things. You can go to Facebook. If you go to Facebook, great Facebook page. You guys do a great job of keeping us up to date on what you're doing and where you're going. I really appreciate that. Woohoo,
Thank you,
She does it.
Always good to see
So that is always great when you have your favorite bands and you want to follow them around. You need to know where they're at. So thank you for having that on Facebook. And it's just too cute. All the different collection of instruments. Instruments have really changed. I noticed. You know, back then a band you had the full drum kit or the giant bass. I know. The cajon's amazing.
Cajon, right?
Yeah.
Everybody should go out and get a cajon.
Everyone should own a cajon or two. And then the bass, you know, has totally changed. It's a bass-a-lele. Oh my God! I don't know, man.
and I'm playing my big ukulele today.
And you have your big ukulele. Yeah.
We thought, you know, we had 3 ukulele players, and it was kind of like it was great, but we do so much other ukulele stuff, so I thought, well, maybe to round out the sound, I kind of go back to kind of relearn the guitar. So I'm kind of still learning, but it's a lot of fun. So
Yeah, it's just a big ukulele, right?
Sure,
You know,
it is.
That's great.
With 2 extra strings and heavier.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Well, that's what the good straps are for and things like that. And it's just fun, the energy that you guys bring to your shows. And I love that it's rock and roll.
Yeah.
And you guys all came together on that. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, let's play some rock and roll. And not something, you know, music kind of goes in stages. And right now, rock and roll is kind of hanging out in the back room. You know?
And we all bring different, of course, interests to the group. LaDonna's got granddaughters. She's always tapping them for what's current, so we kind of, you know, stay on that mark. And Kathy's a kind of a blues and jazz person. I'm an old rock guy, and Jeff.
I play them all.
Jeff plays them all, which is
Covers
really helpful.
everything. Yep. And Bonita, you're jamming out on the bass. Man. You rock.
Well, we have a saying, no bass, no band.
There you go. And that is true. And I know on your Facebook page you have a video of you guys doing an Imagine Dragons cover.
Yeah.
Which it rocks.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Thank
super
you.
current. So we can thank your granddaughter for that. You're old enough to have
And that
grandkids.
was actually the song that got us kind of discovered. We did that at an open mic, and somebody saw the video, and they just kind of contacted us and wanted us to play for them. So it kind of worked out.
But that's great. Don't you love YouTube? I mean, you know, it's launching the careers of people everywhere. I'm still waiting, but you know what? It's
You know, especially in the Verde Valley, I have to say, like the number of like live music bands from the JUO and outside that have just sprung up, really high quality too.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate to have such. It must be in the water.
Something the water, the air, the temperature, I don't know, combination.
It's an amazing community. It must be in the water. The musicians are just sprouting like sunflowers everywhere.
true.
And they're so good. Now you have a whole list, Bonita, a whole list of what's happening. And of course, we really want to talk about the fundraiser that's coming up in November. But give us the rundown of this entire list of all these places.
First, I do want to thank you, and I want to thank Ryan and all the staff here at Yav Bible Housing for having us today. We were just so pleased to come and perform here. Tomorrow night, we're going to be at Arizona Stronghold from 6 to 9, and then Saturday night, which is the 31st of August, we'll be at Carlson Creek from 7 to 9. And then next Saturday, we're playing at the Farmers Market in Camp Verde, which will be really fun. So people should come, bring your shopping bag, and get some fresh produce and some baked goods and so forth. September 21st, we'll be at Pillsbury Wine for our first time there.
All right.
So we're looking forward to that. And then coming up in October, we're going to be, it's sort of an anniversary for us, and it's called Cowboys and Angels. It's a fundraiser benefiting the Northern Arizona Hospice Organization. It actually starts, it's an all-day event, starts at 10 a.m. and will run until 11 p.m. Latobo is going to play from 5 to 7, and then starting at 8 o'clock to 11 is Jed Morrison. So there'll be all types of events all day. There's a chili cook-off, there's a mini fashion show, there's a silent auction, so everyone should come out and try to enjoy that.
Oh, fun.
And it's for hospice.
And it's for hospice.
It's for hospice.
And so we'll be celebrating our first anniversary as a band, because that was our first public performance last year when they did their fundraiser. And beyond that, October 25th, we'll be at that brewery, and then we're back at Carlson Creek, and all of our events are on our Facebook page. So you can
I saw that. Yeah, easy enough. Look that up on Facebook. Easy, and of course, that fundraiser that benefits hospice is going to be a big celebration.
It is. So
you know, a great group performing to raise money for something.
Such a joyous event.
We really enjoy doing the charitable events.
Yeah. I know you said that, LaDonna, that
That's
you really
kind of
like.
how we got together. We even have another group that just does that only.
Yeah, that just does charity events. But that's wonderful. I think that's again in the water, because I find that people in the Verde Valley are very charitable.
That's true.
And willing to give back to the community. I mean, really, that's kind of how the Verde Valley experience started. To honor people who give back to the community, who are doing for the community, and of course, music does for the world. Yeah. Really, it's not just about the community. It's about what gets left out in the world when people perform, when they put music out, when they create together the harmonies, which you guys really great harmonies. Wow,
the group
is really wonderful.
We started out with just the three of us. It was Bo, LaDonna, Tom, and Bonita, and Kathy joined the ukulele group in Jerome. And her voice was just amazing. So we really encouraged her to please come. She just moved to town. And it's just clicked. Really enjoy it.
Yeah, and 5 is a good number.
And drummer. Jeff's always there.
Right. And no drummer, no band, right?
No drummer, no band.
Right, Jeff?
You kind of get by, but no.
What are you guys going to play for us next?
Mystery Train.
It's kind of a Paul Butterfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's exciting. Who picks the sets? Do you guys just kind of pull them out of a hat?
That's what's neat. We get to pick our own. If we like that genre. That's ours.
Yeah. Well, that's
then of course we work out the arrangements and starts and stops and harmonies and things, and then they just kind of let it fly.
Fun. Well, keep it up, guys. You're wonderful. I can't wait. We got to do this anniversary thing every year. Get you back on, see how you've grown.
And we want to see you out in one of those wine rooms.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Pull me out of the studio, take me out for wine. Sure, I can handle that.
I don't know. For September, the first Saturday in September, we'll be playing the Art Walk in Jerome also.
Oh, yeah, that's a great event. The first Saturday, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It's really fun having you in the studio. I just love your energy. Thank you all so much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. As always, we're available on Facebook. We're available on YouTube. We're available, anytime, any day. You got that. Check us out again. We'll see you again next time. I leave you with Latobo.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's 16 coaches long. Train arrive. It's 16 coaches long. Well, that long black train took my baby and gone. Mystery train rolling round the track. Mystery train rolling round the track. Well, it took my baby. People, it won't be coming back. Train rolling round the track. Train rolling round the bend. Well, it took my baby. People, it won't be back again. Train arrived. It's 16 coaches long. Train arrived. It's 16 coaches long. Well, that long black train took my baby and gone.